All right, we got a knife from Ganzo Tools. Nothing is impossible. About a $26 knife. First thing I'm looking at is the pocket clip, and it's reversible from side to side. I can see that it can go there or it can go there, and it comes with a little cover to cover that. That's nice. It's a hefty size. Looks like it's got a 4+ inch handle, and I see that it's got a lock up front here. Not quite a plunge lock, a spring-loaded lock though, I'm guessing. I can feel it. And no flipper, but it's got thumb studs. Let's feel this. Oh, not bad, not bad. That popped open well, and so here's the lock. I'm going to test this lock, hope I don't cut myself. Okay, without putting too much pressure on it, it feels tight. It certainly doesn't feel wobbly. It's not wobbly at all. So, flicks open nice. I have to use 2 fingers to pull this back. I see that. It's not like a plunge lock. But let me see if I can flick it open if I pull it back. Yep, that keeps it in place, closed. I have to say that this G10 handle, if that's what they're calling it, I'm no expert on this, but this looks more like plastic than it does a G10 or a carbon fiber. It's got the markings of G10, but in little places, the lanyard hole there and around the screw, it almost, just something about it seems more plastic. So I don't know, there might be different grades or different formulas for a G10 or a carbon fiber, or what they call it, glass-filled nylon, they used to call it. I don't know. They're calling this G10, I believe. But it looks, I don't know, just a little cheaper. It's a good size in my hand. It's a good 4-inch. I like using this. So that's a 3.5-inch blade. That's a straight up 3.5-inch blade, which I like. That's a good size blade. I will say that a 4-inch handle, and it's actually 4.25. Of course, you're not hardly going to get a 3-inch blade that's big enough to do some good stuff without having a proper handle, and so I would debate about whether this would be a EDC for me. It's a little bit big, but it also might be a really nice go-to knife for different work, whether it's woodworking in my toolbox or whether it's keep it in my van for with my other tools, or just keep it in the house and I might need it outside in the yard. Let me see. It says D2. It has a number G768 PT D2. I know D2 steel. It's a tool steel. It feels nice and sharp. Let's see if it'll shave some hairs on my back of my hand. Oh, it's not that sharp. It's not quite there for shaving. Now let's try a piece of paper. See how it does. It feels sharp. It feels as sharp as anything I can sharpen. Oh, it feels great on the paper. Oh, it does. It feels great. Oh, that feels wonderful. Okay, so not quite razor, but there it is, plenty sharp. And D2, I understand, is a good tool steel for toughness and edge retention. The blade is coming in at 1/8 of an inch thick, so that seems plenty thick for me. Seems like it's exactly where it should be. And overall, the thickness of the handle is at a 1/2 inch. 4.25 inch handle, 3 plus 3.125, 3.25 inch blade. Let's try the weight on it, and then we'll try carving. I get 116.8 grams, and then we'll go to ounces, and we get 4.13 ounces. I'll do this little piece of wood here. Now, see, now I could tell that it's not as sharp as others that I've tried. It's getting the wood done, of course. Here's one that I try, a piece of small bamboo, river cane, I would call it. Let's go right up here and see what it's like peeling off little pieces. No, that's beautiful. There's a nice little curl. Okay, that's beautiful. It feels good. Good control. Yeah, I like that. What it would do on a, let's see, just a little stick. Oh, now that this works. I think this is an ash from an ash tree. I think this. Well, that's making some decent feathering. Oh, okay. I like it. It actually feels good too. There you go. Well, I could feather stick with this. Got a nice black coating. People like that. I personally like mirror polished knives too, but I'm not in the military and I'm not trying to hide from anybody and trying to keep my knife from reflecting anything. You can get this in different colors. For inflation, in 1990 terms, back when I was young and looking at knives, that would have been a $10 knife, and I'd have probably bought that in 1990 for 10 bucks. In fact, I would have been surprised at how good it was for 10 bucks. And would you buy something like that, especially at that price? Ganzo. I think the name is a little funny.